Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Dan from the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling channel, and I am here to lay the SmackDan on Monday, the 10th of May's edition of Monday Night Raw. So we have three big pieces of news really coming out of this episode of Raw. Braun Strowman leaves both of his opponents laying in the middle of the ring in the build-up to Wrestlemania Backlash. A former WWE champion is back, and he's not alone. And a injury update on Humberto Carillo. So let's kick things off tonight with the former WWE champion that's back. Yes, guys, that's right. Jinder Mahal is the former WWE champion who is back. And yeah, I mean, he's not alone, but it's not the Bollywood boys or the Singh brothers that he's with. No. Instead, he is joined by the massive team of Veer and Shanky, who you guys may know better as Indus Sherr, who were on NXT for a while. It's still, at the moment, still unknown as to whether they will be going back to the name Indus Sherr, but nevertheless, it's another team that's on Raw. Another team, obviously, that can potentially fight for those tag titles and, make Omos, I guess, look like a normal size. Because one of them, I think it's Shanky, is absolutely huge. So, yeah, I mean, they're joining Monday nights. I think Jinder now, the Monday Night Maharaja, as I will call him, got off to a winning start, actually, knocking off another former WWE champion in the form of Jeff Hardy. So it's interesting to see where they actually go with this stable, actually, because they obviously had the Hurt Business, they had Retribution, they've split those up as the big heel stables over on Raw. But are they going to throw in this as the next big kind of heel stable? I mean, not too sure. I mean, let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. So yeah, then we have Sheamus taking on Humberto Carillo, and it looked as though Humberto Carillo suffered a very serious knee injury. So what happened? You've probably seen the clip. If not, go back. You can watch it on WWE's YouTube page. But he did a sunset flip from inside the ring to the outside on Sheamus, and then as he's slammed Sheamus down, Sheamus's entire body weight went down on top of Carrillo's knee. He looked like he landed a little bit funny on that knee as well. So, Sheamus is not a small guy. He's like 230, 240 pounds, something like that. But you could literally see Carillo straight away look over towards the timekeeper's area and just be like, I'm hurt. But the official then had to make a call, an audible call. It wasn't the planned finish of the match, but he called the match off, and they declared Sheamus the winner, I guess. But we have since heard that Humberto Carillo is absolutely fine, and if WWE needed him to wrestle tomorrow, he could do so. That is courtesy of Dave Meltzer over at the Wrestling Observer. So thankfully, the injury is not as serious as it was initially thought. So, yeah, well, you say congratulations. Congratulations is the right thing to say. Just, we're pleased really that, that there's no serious injury there for Humberto Carillo, no injury at all, really. So something else that's quite positive, WWE actually went through with announced matches. So there were two matches that were announced for Raw in advance. There was an 8-man tag team match, which featured Jackson Ryker and Elias teaming with the Raw Tag Team Champions AJ Styles and Omos, taking on RK Bro and The New Day. And also, they had a 6-women tag team match with Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Charlotte Flair, taking on the team of Asuka, Mandy Rose, and Dana Brooke. So, yeah, it was actually so the show actually kicked off as well with a match. So it kicked off with that women's match that we mentioned, and it was actually nice to have a show start with a match rather than 15, 20-minute promo to start a show out. So, you know, that was positive. I mean, yeah, it wasn't the best match in the world, but, you know, it's never going to be like 7 stars in the Tokyo Dome levels of quality. But, you know, it was a really nice way to start the show. So midway through this match, Alexa Bliss appeared on the ramp on her swing. Now, this is the advantages, obviously, of the Thunderdome. You could never have done anything like this in front of a live audience because, obviously, they would have been like, whoa, what's going on here? But, yeah, so Bliss essentially said that they've got their eyes on someone. But who could it be? Obviously, there's no indication as to who it was. Following the match, it seemed like that she was laughing at Charlotte, but the finish was a little bit funny as well in this match. Shayna Baszler seemingly had both of her knees go out from underneath her. You know, was that caused maybe by Alexa Bliss and Lilly? Who knows? But yeah, so the finish of this match came with Asuka winning it, but for some reason it was Charlotte's music that was playing at the end. I mean, I don't know what was going on there, but yeah. Anyway. So yeah, as I've already mentioned as well, the other match that was already announced was that 8-man tag team match, which RK Bro won again to make them 3-0 now. They won with Orton RKOing Elias, and then Orton actually RKO'd the New Day after the match as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how they're going to go. I mean, it shows that obviously they've got at least 3 teams there that could challenge for the tag titles. So it'd be interesting to see like which direction they actually go in. So as I say, who knows what is going to go on there. And then talking of tag teams, a vignette aired for the Lucha House Party. They essentially were listing off all their credentials and basically started out by saying that they are Lucha lit. They really do now. For some reason, it does now seem like WWE are really trying to stack this tag team division. So whether it's that they've been listening to what fans are saying and being like, give tag team wrestling a chance, who knows? But it's nice to see they're actually giving a damn about their tag division. Then we have more shenanigans backstage with Sonya Deville. What on earth is going on with Sonya Deville and Charlotte Flair? Does Charlotte have something over her or what? I'm not sure. But obviously Sonya brought Charlotte back a couple of weeks ago. And then on this episode, she was seen in Sonya's office. Now, we don't know what was said. But in a subsequent segment, we saw Asuka and Rhea Ripley both in the office with Sonya. And she basically made this a one-on-one match between the two, essentially to try and soften them up, I guess, for their triple threat match at WrestleMania Backlash. But as I said, we don't know, obviously, what the reasoning was for that. But yeah, I mean, I guess only time will tell. We'll see what happens there. So then we have another match that was set for WrestleMania Backlash, and that was Damian Priest versus The Miz. So Adam Pearce was backstage with The Miz, John Morrison, and Damian Priest, and he announced that there would be a one-on-one match later in the evening between John Morrison and Damian Priest. If Priest won, he got to pick the stipulation for the match. If Morrison won, then Miz would get to pick the stipulation. So the match was won by Damian Priest, and he selected a lumberjack match so that the Miz cannot run away. Why not just do a steel cage match? That would I'd much rather would have seen a cage match than a lumberjack match. But anyway. So yeah, we now get on to essentially what was the final segment of the night, really. It was the main event. Obviously, this was discussed last week. There was a match between Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman last week. And then it was announced that this week there was going to be Bobby Lashley, versus Drew McIntyre. This match, I'm not sure whether you would class it as a disqualification or whether it went to like a no contest, but Braun Strowman essentially came out towards the end of this match and just started wrecking people. He just was hitting running power slams left, right, and center. He threw Bobby Lashley through the barricade at ringside. He, just kept hitting Drew with running power slams, and ended up with Braun standing tall at the end of the show. So obviously we know that the three men will face off on Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash, but is Braun Strowman standing tall what we're going to see come the end of WrestleMania Backlash? I hope not, because if you haven't already seen it, go back and watch a video that I did with Scott, Rob, and Lucas. That was for the Backlash predictions. That was where we all selected who we thought was going to win. Spoiler, I didn't say Braun Strowman. None of us did. So, yeah, go back and watch that if you haven't already. But, I'm guessing that for Raw was everything. It was an okay show, actually. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad at all. I just feel as though that they are just rotating the same few people, though. They really do need to have just a few more different people on the show, in my opinion. But I guess, only time it'll come. That will come. But anyway, that's everything for me for now. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join me again tomorrow at 5 p.m. when I will be laying the SmackDan, on NXT. So don't forget, if you're on Twitter, you can follow all of us at RN Pro Wrestling. You can follow me at Dan_RebNoise. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe for more wrestling content. Take care. We'll see you soon. And we are now officially on the road to WrestleMania Backlash.